good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Do you drink this every day?
Every morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, apartment. Good morning, doorway. Morning wall, morning ceiling. Good morning, floor. Ready to start the day.
You're listening to the Morning App on 90.5 WASU. .5 WASU. My headphones are kind of not working right now. There we go. They're fixed. Hello. I can hear my voice. That's me, Peter, on the Morning App. Hi.
And Ben is here with you.
Your microphone's not on because I put the wrong one on.
No,
you can hear it. Yes. We're getting this show together by the skin of our teeth. I don't know about you, Ben, but I had quite a night.
I did not have quite a night, but I watched 3 movies and then fell asleep.
What'd you watch?
Bad 2000 comedies, including Pineapple Express.
Is that bad?
Well, no. That's actually the best one.
Yeah.
But then I watched like Semi-Pro, the basketball movie with Will Ferrell.
I didn't even know that existed.
It's a meme. I mean, it's got its funny moments, but for the most part, it's not good. But yeah, my night was uneventful.
I'm not going to talk about my night because it's just not important, but like, it's just one of those things where it's like, you get very frustrated and you're like, man, why can't I be like everyone else and process information like a normal person? Hashtag mental health problems. I actually did watch a movie yesterday though. I watched Death on the Nile.
Oh, that's hype.
It's on Hulu now.
Hello.
Yeah, and I, not knowing anything about it, I just love mysteries. I pay attention to everything in mystery movies, like even like throwaway lines, and I was like, I know who did it, and I was right. I was so happy. I was like, yes.
Yeah, that's always a good feeling. I know mystery is such a good genre if done right.
If done right. Knives Out 2 coming out.
Yeah, that I'm excited to see how they do that.
Well, it's on a boat. That's the other thing. They're both on like boats on the water, I think. Well, because like the key to a really good mystery, for those of you who don't know, the key to a really good mystery is like limiting your location, because there's always just the killer could get away. Like that's a really good like.
Yeah.
But when you have a detective and everyone's in a collective area, so Murder on the Orient Express, which is the first movie of this sort of series with Hercule Poirot, Agatha Christie's detective, it's on a train. This one is on for the most part, it's on a steamboat. It's really sad too.
Well, I might have to check it out. Anything else eventful?
For me?
Yeah.
I have an exam in Dr. Walsh's class.
Rip.
I'm not going to put him on the blast on the air or something because I actually don't have anything to say. Just like...
Not on the blast, just a test on the blast.
It's really hard. It's sales. So my salesman out there, phone in your solutions for the exam right now. You don't know what the questions are, but what's even more frustrating though is like, okay, so the exams... Taking a sip. The exams are this one's 3 questions. They're normally 2 little essay questions, and this one's 3 because someone in a different class section was like cutting up, and he got mad about it. Which, to be fair, I kind of understand.
Mm-hmm.
But why do I have to take an extra question on this exam? Like at the same time, I get it because that's just unfairly punishing either one person or one class, so everyone gets punished. But I didn't ask for this.
I also just don't like. I mean, I don't really know which I would prefer because I didn't like our old test format in that class where it was just 60 response questions and you just go and do however many you can, even though it was impossible to finish mathematically.
For real.
But the two questions I almost like even less. Like the 3 questions I think I would actually like, because if it's 2 questions in an entire unit, the fact that I have to study an entire unit to prepare for 2 questions that I don't know, and then I could get on the test. I could take the test and not even know one of the questions. That would scare me because it's like immediately the highest grade I can get is a 50.
I agree, kind of. But they're very like broad. Like the one he was asked, one of them that I'm certain he's gonna ask about is like, tell me everything you know. Well, he doesn't word it like that, but he's like, what do you know about like contracts? Like how they're supposed to be signed, what things you need to look for. And that's it. Like, you write everything you know about contracts in the class, which I don't mind. The one thing I do mind is, and I'm sorry, Dr. Walsh, I love you, but sorry, the one thing I do mind is he'll be like, don't use my examples in my
Yeah,
notes.
I don't like that.
And I'm
Hurts
always
me.
like, we're not salesmen. We have no real life experience. We have nothing to refer to. We
I
need
know.
to use your examples.
I know it's like I can't get creative and remember this for the exam.
That's why I'm like, the only way I can like survive is unfortunately not take that class seriously, which is to the detriment of others, because we were supposed to be doing a sales interview and we had to record it. And poor Ben Chapin, I'm so sorry to him. He was like my regional market for this fictional company he was selling for. He's selling out of Huntsville, Alabama, and so I was putting on this ridiculous Southern accent and talking about how like I was trying to also be like an old person, so I was like, I don't know nothing but Facebooks. And then like literally halfway through the recording, I was the buyer, so it wasn't like it was halfway through the recording, I literally said in the microphone, like, I'm sorry, Dr. Walsh. Like, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, the sales meetings are goofy. A lot of people hated the one-on-ones with Walsh, but I actually liked them because I'd rather have it with somebody that knows what to ask, and rather than get a possible you, where they're like,
oh, I tried.
no, I know what you mean, but like it would just throw me off.
It did. That's why I was like, I'm sorry to Ben Chapin. Like, that's why I was like, okay, I'm literally throwing him off. But the problem was, like, there were several people in that class who were what you're talking about, like, just didn't know what mock sales meeting.
Well, long story short, I'm just thankful I don't have to take that class in my last semester.
You don't have to take any classes, hopefully.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
I say hopefully every day. Also, did you know that tomorrow is the last day of March?
Yeah, 31st. Is today the 30th?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm looking slowly into the camera, or like very piercingly into the camera, because I am not ready for one more just like 1 month.
Yeah,
And I'll be college graduate.
it's surreal. I'm waiting on my tax return. Any tax people out there?
Oh my
any
God.
Numbers people, accountants.
Isn't tax day technically like April 16th?
It's April 18th, I believe.
Homeboy needs to do his taxes.
Yeah. But I'm trying to go ahead and get that return to all my accountant people out there.
You go to
I
an
hope I don't
accountant?
get audited. No, I do not. Because this is what I was about to say. It's so funny. I was going to use TurboTax.
Hey.
And then
Well, I'm a tax act boy.
Yeah, and I just used TurboTax because I remember seeing this deal, and it was like file by 3/31. That's why my deadline was like the 31st, like the end of March I got to, because they were like file by March 31st with expert help, and it's free, $0. And I was like, cool.
You heard free and went, okay.
Yeah, I wrote that down in my notes, my sticky notes app, and then about 2 weeks later, I came back to it, and it was showing all these plans. And it was like, you need the deluxe plan. And it was like $400. And I was like, I owe like $400 in taxes. I'm not paying the same amount to get help that it would cost me to pay my actual taxes. That is a ripoff right there.
And this is from TurboTax?
Yeah, this was on TurboTax. So I ended up just asking my mom for help, and she said that H&R Block was cheaper. So I went to H&R Block. Was not $400. Got that sorted out, and now I'm just hoping I don't get audited. Do they audit poor people?
Probably not.
Do they audit people in the 18 to 20 range? I don't know.
Not unless you have like significant finances. No.
Yeah.
I have not done my taxes. So, I mean, I do my taxes all the time. I do them by myself with Tax Act. It's really easy to do, I'm not throwing any shade towards Ben, but it's very easy to do your taxes when you are by yourself, you have no property, you have zero money.
Well, this was the main thing that worried me.
Oh, yeah,
because crypto is how I receive all my poker payments, and crypto taxes confuse me because it's like if you hold it for a while, like we talked about it in ACOX class.
Yeah.
Like
We talked
capital
about
gain,
it today.
Yeah, capital gain, wins and losses. That John confuses me. So I was reading a bunch of stuff on crypto taxes, and then it ended up working itself out because I was trying to do my taxes by myself at one point, and I got this like coin tracker thing where it tracks your like year to date, like all your activity.
Jeez.
And I pulled it up. You want to know what's so funny is, I mean, I play poker so much, and granted, crypto wasn't my number one source of way to like receive stuff, but I did the coin tracker thing, and for the whole year, I was plus $20. So I basically didn't even have to do anything. So I was like, let's go. That was kind of funny. But yeah, if I don't know, I swear it's confusing on purpose. They're trying to catch the people.
I believe that too.
Yeah.
I 100% believe that.
Like, there's no reason we're in 2022 and you still have to fill out this little piece of paper that has boxes on it, and it's like add box 28, 24, subtract from box 23. I mean, it's simple math, but once you start adding in all these things.
I suppose it has something to do with, this is like minorly political, but it has something to do with the fact, like, yeah, I'm sure that actually the government could, but there are a lot of people, even me, who'd be like, I don't know how comfortable I feel with like someone else managing my finances completely.
Yeah.
So I think that's why it is. It was kind of like why I was talking about how, actually, it's really boring financial talk. But on the topic of what you were talking about with that, what's it called? Litecoin? That's what they use in poker? The cryptocurrency they use to basically get around.
I'm not sure. I mean, that's kind of interesting that you say that. I think any crypto.
Do you know which one you use? Do you use a particular one?
So for me, it depends on, like, Coinbase is weird with like your wallet addresses. Like, you have an address to receive stuff.
Oh, okay. I actually follow that.
Yeah. And so you can't use the same address twice, and sometimes Coinbase will just take forever to like update a new address.
Oh.
So there's been times where I've like tried to make withdrawals before, and I've started running out of addresses, so I have to like receive it for like some weird coin I've never used.
Not an email address. It's like
it's like a just 30-digit number,
Yeah.
and if you type in wrong, you're never seeing your money. But yeah, so I've used Litecoin, Bitcoin. I don't know. It's all confusing, John.
with all due respect, this is why I have terrible nights and everything, because I have a mouth that doesn't like think ahead. But now I am thinking ahead, and I'm still doing it. There are certain people in my class, in ACOX class, he asked like, how many of y'all invested in Bitcoin? And I like looked around because I'm in the front. I looked around and I saw the people raise their hand. I'm like, I don't think I need to ever talk to those people.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's just. The crypto people. That's also like what's High Life? Is that what it's called? The alcohol, the beer, the High Life.
The High Life. The High Life is the smoke shop.
What's the thing? I am not stupid.
NFT?
No. It's a
What
beer.
you talking
It's a beer, and it's called like a High Life.
Oh.
Highlight.
Yeah, High Life. No, Miller High Life.
That's another thing. When
I don't know.
If I hear someone go like, I want that. I don't need to talk to that person.
I don't know, just anything that's like really gross for beer for me too. Like especially if you're at like a bar. If you're at a bar and you're like, can I get a I don't know, a PBR? Peebs.
That's what I get if I have to drink a beer.
PBR, hipster beer or redneck beer? Call in.
That is actually
828-264-4905.
828-264-4905. That's actually a really good question, because it's like the Schrodinger's beer.
Yeah, it's right there in the middle.
We're gonna take a very short pause, and then we'll be back for more of the morning app. Woo!
Life is a journey. We're told that there are mountains and valleys before us. A mountaineer trudges through. Where others see an obstacle, a mountaineer sees an opportunity. A mountaineer climbs tomorrow's mountains today. So what is a mountaineer? A mountaineer is you.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
90.5 WASU, the morning app is back in action. I am Pietro
Yeah, and you got Ben here.
Benjamin. In case you're wondering why Mary isn't here, I forget the actual reason why, but she did tell me like 3 weeks ago. She was like, "Hey, I'm not gonna be here." She gave me like well in advance notice, and it just like went completely in one ear out the other. Like, I'm not gonna be here this week, and I was like, okay, next. I was gonna ask one of our fellow coworkers to fill in for this week, but you could see where that got us.
Yeah, sorry, we don't got no fill-ins.
I got plenty of fill-ins. I had so many cavities as a kid, I had to spread it over 2 appointments.
You were a cavity kid?
Yes, I hate brushing my teeth.
You hate brushing your teeth. Did you hear this, folks? Do you hear this nonsense?
Do brush
I
your
hate
teeth.
brushing my teeth.
Brush your teeth. I do it, but I don't. It feels like really uncomfortable.
All right, well, actually, let me counter that because I think brushing the teeth is very satisfying. People out there, do you feel me on this?
Phone in at 828-2644.
When you put your tongue
Ugh.
on...
I hated that.
The App TV people are like, ugh.
Yeah, we're switching the camera off for that.
But do you ever put your tongue on your teeth and it don't feel good, and then you brush your teeth and then you do it again and it feels all clean and good? That's why I like.
Did you have braces as a kid?
I had them for like a year and a half.
I think I had mine for like 3 years.
And then they shifted because I didn't
wear my retainer. The retainer is so... Okay, you want to talk about really gross, nasty stuff? Retainers are disgusting.
Yeah.
They taste awful. I hated them.
Like a piece of metal plastic that has your saliva all over it that you keep in a container.
Oh.
And then you just put in your mouth and it's all like cold, but like not. And then it's just like clicks in.
Oh.
And then you're just...
Did you had a wire one?
Yeah.
I had the like clear plastic one. I'd rather have the wire one
Well,
any day
I
of the
don't know.
week.
I think it was both. It had a wire on it, but it is also clear plastic.
But was it like a carbon copy of your teeth?
Oh.
That was the one. It looked like Invisalign, but it wasn't.
No, that wasn't me.
I had that. I would rather have the wire one.
Yeah.
That one was so... I'm not gonna go too much into it. It's morning. People are eating their coffees and bagels and whatever. Disgusting. That is why my teeth shifted, because I couldn't wear it. I should have gotten a permanent one. I wouldn't have minded it.
They should have known your teeth were gonna shift. You don't even like brushing your teeth.
They don't know that. I do it. It's just something that I do not like doing, and sometimes I forget.
See, I would actually argue that showers are more annoying to me. First of all, they're just more time consuming. I love showers, but I love showers for the after shower feeling. Like,
that you
same
feel clean.
thing with the brushing the teeth. Yeah, it's like, I don't actually like the shower. Like, the temperature change is whack. I go from super cold to sometimes super hot.
That's your fault.
To sometimes super cold right when I get back out. And then it's like, and then yeah, but that clean feeling after the fact does feel good.
That is, the cold part isn't your fault, but the warm part, I don't understand how people I don't take cold showers. I'm not actually psychologically insane.
I'm not on that psycho burning hot.
Oh yeah. Because my shower is barely warm. Like, it's not even, you couldn't cook with that. Well, you don't want to cook with that water, but you could not cook with that water. I don't like, because of that. I don't like getting out of the shower and freezing my toes off.
Yeah.
Especially in winter.
Yeah, I don't know why people love burning hot shower. I mean, I do. I get it, but like, at what point is it too hot? You know?
I don't understand it either. Especially like, when I'm still dating someone and they get out of the shower, their like skin would be like minorly red. I'm like, don't you like not like that?
That's another thing. It's just not good for your skin.
It's really not.
Or your hair. Yeah, warm. The warmer the temperature, the worse it is for your skin.
It's very good if you work out a lot. If you work out a lot, like you work out once a day, like strenuous exercise, taking hot showers is very good because it relaxes the muscles.
True. I do be liking showers when I have cramps or something. But yeah, like Lila, she'll take showers in my place and put it on max hot, and then like get out and tell me like it wasn't hot enough. And I'm like, you're a demon.
I finally found her one flaw. She takes scalding showers.
Like, I don't get that. Like, I just, how does it not hurt you? Like, I get we have different pain thresholds.
Skin's made of leather or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
I love taking showers. I think I was not a hygienic child, as you can tell. But I was not a hygienic child. That had a lot to do with a lot of like terrible things going on during my childhood. But I love taking showers. I think I could, if it didn't like hike up water bills and probably wasn't good for the environment, I'd take showers twice a day, every single day. If I was like mentally healthy, because sometimes it is just a chore to be like, I gotta shower.
Yeah.
But I always feel better after taking a shower, even if it's not amazing afterwards. Like if I'm depressed, whatever, you know, but I'll feel a little bit better coming out of the shower. And I think it's because of that cleanliness feeling, and I feel like completely in solitude when I'm in a shower. I love it.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking of chores,
Who's cleaning?
What is your favorite chore, folk listening?
Wait, is showering a chore?
No, but you just mentioned the word chore and it made me think. Like, some chores are better than others.
Yeah,
Like
the
your
easy
basic
one.
household chores. Yeah, I think laundry is my favorite chore. I know it's a very. I don't get why the
hate
stigma
laundry.
for laundry. Where are my laundry folk at? Like,
Shut up.
laundry isn't difficult. You just put it in, switch it around, fold it, and then
Stop
you're
it.
done.
Get some help.
Literally, I hate laundry.
But like, what's worse or what's better than laundry?
Oh, I love I actually like really enjoy cleaning my kitchen. I don't do it very often because homeboy, it is like a time consuming thing, but I enjoy, especially because my roommates are disgusting. So
Ooh, see, that would make me not want to.
oh, I don't clean their dishes. I literally, they'll put dishes in both sinks and I just throw it into the other one. I'm like, this isn't mine, and I'm done cleaning your dishes. There's been a dirty pan on my stove for 2 weeks, and it's not my pan, so I don't care anymore. Like, I purposefully hid the good pan because I need to use it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, y'all can use the one where I think it's poisoning you. I legit, because I'm pretty sure the nonstick is coming off, and that coating.
That's nasty.
Yeah, I don't care.
That's wild.
They could have used the good pan if they just cleaned it.
Yeah, I don't get people that let the dishes pile up either. To you.
It's like a triggering thing for me, OCD wise. It's really bad.
Yeah, it's like just rinse it and put it in the dishwasher. And I lived it for 2 years with no dishwasher. 2 years. And I would still, it's just like you do
Where
the
did
dishes
you-
one at a time. I used to live behind the mall in this little cool little townhome with this 2-story condo townhome kind of thing.
Did it have laundry?
Yes, it had laundry like basically behind my unit. It was basically like in my back. It was
So
very
he's
cool. It was a
happy.
very quaint place. I had a legit backyard, like a square plot of grass.
Weird.
Yeah, and like a trash can that you roll out to the street. Like I had
like domestic life.
yeah, it was very cool. The reasons I couldn't live there again is because no dishwasher, and it was super duper old, and I was like, I need something clean and
What do you
new to ease my mind.
What are you doing after college? Like, have you decided like how you're living with, whatever?
No, I don't know. I think I'm gonna be on that apartment life. You know, I know you need to own a home
I don't.
to build wealth. All my finance people out there, but it's impossible to buy a house in 2022 when with this wealth gap. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want a house. I'd buy a condo, but like I don't ever plan on having like a family or whatever. And I'm like, why do I need all the space? I don't need all the space.
And that's how I am too. Like, I don't see the perks in buying a house unless I absolutely have to, because I just don't need that much space, and I wouldn't want to deal with that much space. I don't want to spend money and time on upkeep of a house.
It really only unless you get like a small house, of course, because there are like small houses, and then you get married or whatever. But like I feel like the only real reason is if you have kids, which is like totally a legitimate reason, of course. But and like kids, like
Yeah.
my parents had my sister, and they were still living in like some sort of apartment, and then they had their second, my older brother, and they got a house
Yeah, you can have one kid in an apartment
as a baby.
for sure. Yeah.
Once they start growing up,
Mm. Kids.
For real, let's
Wild.
not get into that. Half of our listeners are like, yeah, I know, right? Because they're like having kids and they're like, hey. I have a shout out to, I don't remember your name, I'm so sorry, but the partner of one of the teachers here, one of the professors here, he listens to the show because he was like, when I drop off my kids, I'm listening to you guys. I've mentioned him before on the air, so he's probably like, I know, kids.
Kids life. All right. What's your biggest pet peeve about your kids? Drop it in the Facebook comments before we go to break.
Perfect timing. We'll read them while we take our short break.
The morning app on 90.5 WASU.
The morning app on 90.5 WASU and WASUradio.com.
.5 WASU. Dude, it's Wednesday. You're listening to the morning app. Hi, I am Peter.
It's Ben.
I didn't like that.
Sorry.
Ayo, bro.
No comments.
Disappointing.
No one awake.
No one's awake. That's fair, to be honest. It's really like we're in the dog days of spring, i.e. the first days of spring.
Yeah. Why is it 30 degrees though when it's springtime?
It was worse. I'm glad we have this weather.
Yeah. I'll take mild cold over big cold any day for sure.
Oh my gosh, dude. All right, let's talk about how I'm a genius. I am a genius. I got the Wordle in 3 words just now. Literally just did it as the show started. I got it in 3 words. I got the first word, the last 3 letters. The second word, I got every letter except one. The third one, I got all words, all
Dang,
letters.
That's impressive.
I am the Wordle champion.
When you play Wordle, do you have like a first word that you always try and guess?
Sometimes I do, but today I mixed it up and I guess I got it right. My words are music, which I've never gotten. Music is one I always do because it has like some key letters.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Kayak, because I just want to be the person who gets kayak the day they play it. I get it first try.
That would be goofy.
Or
That would not help you though, really.
No, not at all.
Yeah, that is not a
Never.
good strategy.
Or the word wave, like a waiver, WAIVE.
Yeah.
That's another one that I think is like, ooh, V is a really hard one to get.
Yeah.
So if the word has a V, yeah.
I like to do means because it just get the M, the E, the A, the N, and the S.
Yeah.
I know it's not going to be means. Like, I will not get it on the first try, but, you know.
Means is like, because like, I think it's like an unspoken word with Wordle. Like, they don't do any like plural forms of words.
Although the one like yesterday was
I didn't do yesterday.
quads. It was quads, but that's like a pair, so it's different.
Like quads, like QUADS.
Yeah.
Oh, like quadriceps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know about that one.
I think that breaks the rule.
It had me shook too because I was like,
Squad. If you played squad, it'd be the same letters. Sorry.
no, you're right. Yeah, but it was weird because I had the A in the third one and then the S in the last one, and I had like used all these common letters,
Yeah.
and I was like, what is it? And then I literally. It's kind of funny because I remember you saying that from the last time when me and Pruitt were doing it, and the quads was the only thing I could think of, but I only had 2 guesses left, and I was like, it's not going to be
It can't be
quads.
that,
I don't want to guess quads. And then I did it just to do it, and it was right. And I was like, oh.
I don't play it every day, but like I have never seen. That's the first time I've ever heard of it being a plural word. Because originally, it wasn't a New York Times game, and then they bought it. We talked about that like 2 months ago, and look at what they've done to my boy.
Wild. I've been getting into the games recently.
On New York Times?
What?
On the New York Times?
No, not on the New York Times. But we were just talking about games, and it made me think about how I used to be, on that game wave in middle school and stuff. Then, no games really throughout high school, like at all. No games, honestly, until like 2 weeks ago. And then, well, not no games.
What is I'm curious. What is the game that spoke to you?
Then I started playing many games.
Is it Elden Ring?
No.
Girl.
I re-downloaded Trivia Crack.
Oh my god, are you talking about phone games?
Yeah, I'm talking about phone games.
Trivia Crack was the game my freshman year.
Oh yeah, Trivia Crack lit. I got this little golf game. I got tired of that real quick. Snake. I obliterated in Snake the other day. They showed the leaderboard on like the screen while you're playing. This is the Snake where you get bigger and try to eat people. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I was in first by like 12 times the amount. My Snake was like 12,000 things long, and the next longest was like 400. I could wrap my Snake around the entire map. I literally did this. Like, I could have gone on forever. And then I finally got bored and I got knocked out, and I haven't played that game since.
What brought this on, like the phone game?
I don't know. I was just on the App Store one day and I was like, oh, we're getting into the phone games. But no, here's the thing that the phone games have really been irking me is I forgot about the phone game ads
and
pay to win. Pay to win is really bad.
Well, if you have phone game ads, if you're Excuse me, I'm so sorry. If you don't like them, just turn on airplane mode.
Oh, true. But a lot of the games I play are multiplayer. Because I was about to say one of my other favorite games, and this game is really like I've been playing this game a lot over the past couple of days. For all the people out there that liked Fall Guys, yeah, I loved Fall Guys.
I never played it.
Fall Guys, I still never won a Fall Guys game. I never had it on my own. I didn't have a PlayStation, but I played it probably 100 times at Gray's apartment and never won. That game brought it out in me. But they have a Stumble Guys game on the iPhone.
Yes.
But it's very similar. It's got a lot of the same games.
I love Great Value.
From Fall Guys. It's multiplayer. So I made my little character, and I've played that. I've won 7 times. Building that self-esteem. But yeah, I don't know. The phone games have been fun recently. Trivia Crack is a blast, though.
That game went so hard when I was like 15.
Yeah, they really are switching it up now. I guess, I don't know why this isn't a trivia game, but I opened it up one day and it was like, here's your pet. And
What?
I was like, what? And it's like a little gerbil thing, and you have to feed it. And it literally makes it like has emotions. It like if it's very hungry, because I've starved that thing before, and it gets all sad. Yeah. Yeah.
Get my pocketbook. I'm leaving. What is this?
Super whack. Like I don't know why you did that Trivia Crack.
What
Yeah,
did
you have
they
to
do
feed
to
it.
Trivia Crack?
Yeah, it's not great.
At least they kept the little mascot the same.
True.
He was cute. He was like a little.
That game is fun.
Oh my god, you can buy figurines of them. Oh, shut up.
Oh no.
Okay, here's a little fun fact about me. I love miniature anything. At Legoland in Orlando, Florida, they have just a whole place where it's just a bunch of miniature things, like setups. I literally was like, this is my life. And I have a Nintendo. I didn't get all of them, especially because they just printed out too many. They're in storage now. My parents finally like moved them away. I had like a collection of like 45 of the Nintendo Amiibo figurines. I had a huge collection of them. And at that time, that was when the Amiibos were like, people were literally, I was one of them, going to Target when they'd open their store doors and buy them because they go for money.
Yeah.
Dude, there was because some of them would be like almost region exclusive. I remember I bought like 2 from Japan. I traded this one man. I bought 2 figurines of one. I was in it for a hot second.
I
was buying
trading.
Yeah, for real.
Dealer out here.
But now there's like when Club Penguin back in the day, if y'all remember Club Penguin.
Oh yeah.
They had figurines too, and you could like take them apart and like hodgepodge them together.
Yeah.
I had those too. I think I have them still in my childhood bedroom, like somewhere. Not a lot of them, but mini figurines and the Trivia Crack little icons are so cute, girl. They're $40. Hold on. I don't have that money to spend, but I am a man child.
Yeah, mini stuff is cool. Yeah, it's crazy how I've just gotten over some things, and then some random stuff like that will just have me so hype. Have to have it. Yeah, cool stuff.
God. These speak to me.
What were the best phone games of all time?
Flappy Bird, everyone loved.
Yeah, Flappy Bird was pretty lit. I was never that good at Flappy Bird though, so
I was pretty good at it.
Yeah.
I wasn't amazing, but I was pretty good.
Not. I was like actually quite really bad.
Everyone played well, this is like we weren't old. I feel like we were a little young for when it was really hyped. Was Angry Birds? Like I was around.
Yeah, I do feel like we were young. I still played it though. Angry Birds was cool.
I didn't like it.
No, I don't think it's like a top game. There's not much to it. I'm not a big fan of games too where it's just like level by level. That's why I never got into Candy Crush.
I don't like Candy Crush.
No, I don't like games like that where it's just like, here, spend eternity to beat this one level and just do it all over again.
They're like a weird like the grid-based puzzle game just doesn't speak to me. So like old school Bejeweled, none of that.
Yeah, no, me neither. Trivia Crack was one of my favorites. Disc Golf was one that I liked to play, or Flappy Golf. That's what it was.
I vaguely remember hearing about that.
Flappy Golf, because that was like when games started to get good, like multiplayer games. Oh, Fun Run. I really liked Fun Run.
Fun Run was so dope.
Yeah, Fun Run was lit. I mean, that was like one of, if not the first, like smooth running multiplayer phone games out there for our generation.
I'm looking at old pictures of it. Yeah, the icons are about as ugly as I remember them, but it
Yeah.
was very fun to play.
That was a fun game. There were some good games.
I was like an old school free to play online like computer game kid.
Oh, yeah.
I was one of those.
Addictinggames.com,
Oh,
miniclip.com.
yes. Armorgames.com.
Oh yeah.
Miniclip. Oh.
Miniclip is fire.
My mother, she's listening right now. She's having flashbacks because she didn't play them, but I had two older siblings, and my older Miniclip was like one of the first free to play online games. There was a game. I know my mom was like Miniclip. There's a game called Redbeard. My siblings played the dollhouse out of that. I don't know. I couldn't think of a word, but they played that game.
Oh, Miniclip was amazing. Computer games were where life was at. I mean, that was like the first screen time for us.
Did you ever play, and then we'll go to break, did you ever play, I think they came on PCs or something, like old school back in the day. One of them that everyone remembers, if I showed you a picture of it, you'd be like, oh, I know what you're talking about. It's like, the car's name is, it's purple, and its name is Putt Putt.
It's not sounding familiar so far.
Well, there's one, it was like a series of, Putt Putt the car. Hold on, I am not crazy.
Oh, I don't think you are, but I don't know if I ever played
This
that
man.
game.
Oh, no.
Wow, it doesn't. I was hoping it would strike a memory.
It was an old PC game, and then there was another one in like the series of the company that made it called Pajama Sam. My mom knows this one. She played it. Pajama Sam. They're releasing all of them like with smooth graphics on the Nintendo Switch. I was like, you don't need to buy this. These are children's games.
That's funny.
Like, I sort of, not to the extent where people will turn into like Disney people, but I do sort of understand nostalgia as I start to become ancient.
Yeah, I do too in some areas. It's interesting stuff.
Well, as we go to break, let's remember all the things that made you happy when you were a child.
Yeah, and drop. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
And drop your favorite classic phone games in the comments on Facebook Live.
What about I'm gonna get a lot of Candy Crushes.
Yeah.
These crazy college kids, they don't know what they're talking about.
The morning app on 90.5 WASU.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boy. It sound right, boy.
It sound white, boy. Sound it sound white, boy. Sound it sound white, boy.
It sound right, boy.
Life is a journey. We're told that there are mountains and valleys before us. A mountaineer trudges through. Where others see an obstacle, a mountaineer sees an opportunity. A mountaineer climbs tomorrow's mountains today. So what is a mountaineer? A mountaineer is you.
To a place where you can grow.
A place to be heard.
And take a closer look.
A place where you can crush it.
And push yourself.
A place to find your voice.
This place rocks. And rolls.
A place where you can get out.
A place you'll never forget.
So where is this place? Let me show you.
And now back to the morning app on 90.5 WASU.
I should not slam on the console board. I was about to like slam these buttons dramatically, and then I realized, don't do that. But hi, I'm Peter Cooper. You're listening to the morning app. The last little section is now. Hi.
And Ben is here with you, asking you, did you drop your favorite phone games in the comments?
Did you tell us what your favorite morning chore is?
No one did.
It's
That
fine.
is sad face.
It's fine. I've always wondered. I'm like, what if I ever like, what happens when you do have like an audience? That sounds weird, but like, eventually I might start streaming if my computer ever gets back. Eventually I might like start working on morning shows like professional. I'm always like, oh god, what if I have like an actual caller?
Yeah, that's wild.
I don't know how to talk to people. I don't even know how to talk to this one.
Yeah, I know it was really uncomfortable. Like when I did the Boone Bigfoot stuff, and you brought up some of those games. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard it, but like the manager, the general manager, the Cobra Kai dude would just open the door and just be like, interview this guy while I'm talking, and then I like don't even know this person's name. I don't even know who they are. So then I gotta keep doing what I'm doing, which is, actively takes all of my attention and focus, and then be like, what's your name? What do you do? Okay, can you give me a second? And then I gotta like think of questions while I'm speaking, while I'm thinking, and it's just
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
That's stressful. I've never. This is why just the real world is. I hate that term, but it is terrifying.
Yeah, it's. I will say, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the real world term, but is. Yeah.
MTV's the real. Was it on MTV? Do you even know what I'm talking about?
I didn't watch MTV.
I didn't either. I swear to God, dude. Like I was born. I sound like one of those
90s.
millennials. I was born 5 years later than I was supposed to. I have two older siblings, and they're both. My sister is 8 years older than me, and my older brother is 4. And on top of that, like everything I love is like slightly older than what people my age actually care about. I don't like The Real World, mind you, but it's an old school reality TV show where like they basically just locked a bunch of like terrible people in a house and and then just like do whatever. Like it's very that.
Some of those old MTV reality shows are wild, or just reality shows in general. I love watching Noel Miller's like highlights of old reality shows.
Does he still do that?
Yeah, he still does it occasionally.
Yeah, I remember watching that.
Yeah, very goofy.
There was like it was such a big thing. Like you start to like there's actually it was such because I was like an infant, not an infant. I was like a toddler when the boom of reality shows was like a thing. Oh my gosh, there were so many like out of pocket ones too.
Yeah, it's wild. I would have done reality TV. That's kind of interesting that you bring that up. So someone in the poker community, that was on Big Brother Canada, is trying to do their own reality show. So they posted like an online survey, Google Doc application, and I was like, I'm gonna have to sign up.
Please,
yeah.
If I will never ever like live that down. If I'm like, I know someone who's on a reality show, I'm getting that tattooed on my chest.
Yeah, oh my god, it'd be so goofy. And he did say one of the reasons too I'm gonna sign up is he was like, there will be cash prizes, and I was like, There's cash prizes. I don't care. Especially like I would much rather do reality TV with someone that's done reality TV, like been in reality TV, than like just a reality show, that, like a company
without
with
like
producers.
without like do you without saying too much, because I don't know, but
I
like,
don't-
do you know what it's about?
I don't.
What if it's like Fear Factor?
Oh, I know. That would be absolutely terrible. Fear Factor's like the one I just wouldn't do.
No.
I think my favorite would be something like The Amazing Race. Honestly.
Really? That's kind of surprising. That's not that unlike Fear Factor.
Yeah, but also like I mean, I guess I haven't watched that much Amazing Race. I don't know how much crazy stuff you have
There's
to
just
do.
a lot of physical stuff and running.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind that. I kind of like the race and the like puzzle aspect of it though, but I will say I could not. I don't know. What did they even do on Big Brother? Big Brother might.
Big Brother would probably. I don't know if you
Don't
would.
they just do games and like?
I think you would hate it, because I would hate it too, in the sense of, yeah, it's like a bunch of people in a house. They play games to win like privileges or something, and then the people watching at home, which
Oh,
they
you
could watch
vote?
at any time, they
Oh,
vote.
I don't like that.
Yeah, no.
I'm not leaving it into the hands of the community. Although then again, I feel like I would be pretty likable.
I think actually it's council vote until like the very end. So like, and people don't like me. I'm fine with that. I'm not a likable person. I'm not an unlikable person. I just kind of exist. I would not do good on reality TV.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't. I wouldn't like the whole alliances. It'd feel like the Hunger Games out there, man. I just be like,
Well, you were Amazing Race. That's like a competition show. You might be able to do that.
yeah, I like that. Yeah.
There's one reality show, I've never watched it and want to watch it, that I was like, hold on, I gotta find the name. This is the peak reality TV show boom, and I'm always like, what? It sounds so good, I want to watch it. Okay, it would not fly today. Playing It Straight is a 2004 American reality show in which one woman spent time on a ranch with a group of men in an attempt to discern which of them were gay and which of them were straight. All of the gay men pretended to be straight. The woman went on individual dates with the men, in addition to engaging with group activities with them. Over the course of the episode, she voted to eliminate the men who she believed to be gay. There's only one season of it. I have a feeling it was on like the most antiquated of stereotypes, and that's why I want to watch it.
Yeah, it was probably so problematic, but that's funny. Did you bring that up once?
I think I did when I was talking about like weird stuff.
Okay, I was about to say, 'cause
The
either
next
you
bus
or
thing.
Noel, I've heard about that before.
When we did that one episode where I was reading the next bus things, I might have mentioned it then.
Yeah, but that does sound interesting. I'll have to check it out.
Cause I bet she's like, he like double laces his shoes. Like I think like awful. Because as most of the listeners are already aware, my style of humor is literally the worst. Well, not the worst. It's not, but it appeals to like when people are at their messiest and doing the worst things possible. That's when I laugh, because it's just like,
oof.
This actually, it's like I laugh because it's like, I can't believe this happened. Like, this is a real thing. I'm watching reality. Well, reality TV isn't real, but
Yeah, if only it was.
there.
What if I come out with the first ever real reality TV?
It wouldn't be interesting.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's the whole point of like reality TV. I'm sure there's been people who are like, I want to do it. I'll make it real, and then they're like, oh my god, this is so boring.
Yeah. True.
I mean, like, competition shows, I wouldn't say are rigged, but like one of the competition shows that I watch, like religion. I don't watch a lot of reality TV, but like one of them I do. The one that I will say I don't think is at all scripted is Survivor.
True.
Survivor is 100% like legitimate.
Yeah, I think Survivor does get a lot of hype. Yeah, but I can't do the overly scripted.
I would love to see what would been. I feel like I could see you on a competition show in a house show. No, not in a million years.
Yeah, probably not in a house show. I would just be so disliked by producers. They would be like, "You do this, or this is gonna happen today," and I'd be like, "Okay, no."
I thoroughly believe there are very little different other types of people in the world that are more, I wouldn't say evil, but more deceptive and not trustworthy than TV producers. Like,
yeah,
I love writing for TV, and all that stuff, but TV producers they're just not. They have to dehumanize people to some extent to make good TV, and it's just like. The problem is, like, one of the shows I watch, RuPaul's Drag Race, like, all the contestants get all the flack for, like, things that editors and producers are actually behind, and that's what, it's just like, people never seem to like make that distinction or understanding. It's just unfortunate.
Yeah. Good talks.
Why are we gossiping about reality TV?
Yeah, I don't know. That's just life. Life is dull, like a little bit dull at the moment.
What about the Real House? We could do the Real Housewives of Boone, North Carolina.
Sherry Everts.
That is not what I meant.
Sherry.
The Chancellor.
Sherry.
That'd be cool. If she was on Take. The time it takes. Someone pitch it first to a TV producer, because I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there and take it.
Yeah.
Sherry Everts.
Yeah.
The reality show where I don't know, but like
all the college whatchamacallits.
Whatchamacallits?
The chancellors.
Oh, I was thinking of like just like a bunch of adults in Boone locked in a house.
Oh yeah, that would be great too. Sherry.
I got a great reality show before we end the show. Everyone talks in a British accent, and one person has to discern which one is not real.
Oh, I like those. They do what's that YouTube channel? Cut. They do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, where one person fakes it, or it's like, there's 7 straight people, and one of them is actually gay.
That one's not as funny because they're always like, they're made now, so like which is good. People are like sensitive to those things. I'm like, no, that's why like back in 2004, like I'm glad it doesn't fly now, but it's such, it's so good.
Yeah.
I get a pass.
All right, well, this was fun.
We've existed on the morning app, and we will be back Friday.
Have a good Wednesday. We also have Wednesday today, so check out the 90.5 WASU FM Instagram if you want to win some cool prizes like hats, shirts, water bottles. Yeah, cool. Okay.
You said that.